Okay, now I'm going to show you a couple things that I just got done doing for security measures, but let me just first show you this video picture of my cell phone. As you can see, the time is 12:26 p.m. on January 23rd, 2014, and
say a command. January 23rd, Thursday, 12:26 p.m. Say a command.
Alright, hold on. Make sure the volume is turned up on this phone. I'm also going to use the phone to have the phone tell you the date and time.
Say a command. January 23rd, Thursday, 12:27 p.m.
Okay. And the reason why I'm showing you this video picture of the icon picture of my cell phone is to show you the time and date, and I also use the voice command feature to do the same. And the reason why I'm doing that is what I want to do now. Any assholes or dog you hear, any people that you hear talking from a distance or a dog barking, that's little skanks that they set up 100 feet away who harass me from a distance using gang stalking methods. The purpose of this video, though, is to show you some security measures that I took. I just got done completing pertaining to GILL times 2. I'm a woman, not a man. That is a word code for the specific hiking location. And once I move from it, which I am preparing to do, I will expose the actual physical location by its name. Now, this hiking location also has a number code that has been attached to it. An email was made on December 2nd, 2013 pertaining to this hiking area. The number code was put in the email. The email was sent to myself. Then it was printed out. Again, it was made on December 2nd, 2013. Either December 2nd or December 3rd. And that basically emails a prediction pertaining to what could happen, what could or might or will happen towards me, not just at this hiking location, but at any hiking location I'm going to, because I'm preparing to move. Okay, now you'll hear people talking in the background while I'm talking, okay? And that's the little, they're just filthy, homeless bums that they're using. Now, I don't give a shit about them being homeless. I'm not trying to be derogatory about homeless people. I'm homeless myself. But I already know why I'm homeless, though. I'm homeless because the organized stalking and gang stalking expedition created the homelessness of me by stealing my rent that was mailed, certified mail return receipt. These people are nothing. The individuals that they set up intentionally 100 feet away were set up there in order to use them to harass me from a distance. So when you hear the talking in the background, that's them. They yell gang stalking shit from a distance and then laugh about it. They're on some kind of power trip. Anyways, alright, so let me show you the security measures that because I'm still moving from this area. And so until I move, I want to at least have some type of reasonable sense of security in reference to where I'm living at. That's the actual tent right there. In fact, it's a new one that was just put up 2 days ago. And you can see that it's nicely put up, and the only reason why you see some things that are sitting around the tent is because I just got done getting some property out that I'm going to be categorizing in order to make up hiking kits and then take those kits to other locations. And then once I get everything moved, I will be entirely moving from this area. Now, and I'll be making videos about that the day before I move. I'll make a big video talking about the fact that on that day, that night will be the last night that I stay here, unless something happens beforehand and which causes me to move immediately. Now, let me just get to the subject matter pertaining to this video. You see this piece of wood right here? Okay, you see how it's tied up by twine and by a bread tie it's actually a produce tie I got from Ralph's produce department. Okay, now the reason why I had this tied up like this and at this end, okay, is so the end that it's extended to comes up here. Okay, now just hold that thought for a second. Do you see the area that the actual pole, okay, the pole is being extended over the entrance of the area. Okay, this is the entrance and the exit of this hiking area, which is all right here. Okay, so what I did, let this helicopter go by real fast. So basically what I did was I used my environment to assist me for for security measures. And what I mean by that is that if you're a targeted individual and you can't afford twine, you can always get these produce ties in the produce department of any grocery store you're going to. And basically what you can do is use, like if you go to Ralph's or Albertsons or Vons, which are grocery stores, you can get those plastic bags, okay, and then take a pair of scissors and cut them, and then twirl the bag into little sections of rope, and then use that as a tie. Okay. Now the point of this is that what I did was, okay, I tied this here, just like this, and then the pole that's tied to this branch is extended here. Okay. So that way when I come home or go to leave, all I got to do is lift this branch, okay, to get it out, as you can see, so I can leave. Okay. It is now movable. Okay. And that way I can bring my bike out of the area, okay, as a result of this being moved. But when I'm in this area, this pole is always extended with using this thing that I also tied up as the lock of it. Okay, you can see now that it's positioned up to where I'm using another branch to keep it locked. Okay, now that branch, there are two of them, this one here and this one here, are also being held by produce ties in order to be able to secure them to the tree. So these physical pieces won't move in order to be able to hold in place the stick that's literally long enough to extend over the entire space of the entrance. See what I'm saying? Okay. This is the entrance here. This is the pole. Now, I also did the same exact thing with a bunch of different sticks, which you can see right now. This one, this one, this one, okay, in order to be able to create enough sticks that are bound together by the branches that are close by. All of these sticks right here are tied together, okay? That's right, see them? Okay, they're all tied together, so these little whores they set up 100 feet away cannot try to crawl up in here at night to harass me closer to my tent without being heard first. Because of the leaves that will, you know, when you step on leaves, listen to the sounds it makes. Hang on. Okay? You'll hear that. Okay? And then if they ever try to crawl up and through here, I set up these branches to be tied so they can't move. See the tie right there, the twine? Now I'm going to tell you why I'm showing you this. There's two reasons why I'm showing you I did this. The first one is to show you that I did it. Okay? Okay? These are all tied together. Now, here's some additional ones. Alright, now this right here was done to prevent anybody from being able to lean down and then, you know, crawl down up in here and then go through there. If they try to do it out here. Now, let me show you what else I did. Let me just move this pole because I gotta walk out of sight. I gotta walk in order to be able to show you it from this angle. I tied a bunch of branches together. I mean, I tied a bunch of branches to one branch from that tree. And you can see it right here. This one right here I tied up. This one right here I tied up. This one right here I tied up. This one. This one. I also covered this ground right here. I also covered up a couple additional ones here that are tied to here, that are brought up to here, and all of these are tied up here. So to show you a distance view pertaining to how it looks, is for me to stand back and show you this. Now, once I move back over there, I then set up other additional ones, which I'll show you. And basically the theme of this particular video is to show you that I did it and tell you exactly why I did it, and then to show you what might happen as a result of me doing it. And I'll explain that once I get to it. So all these branches that are long and that are extended out are tied to other branches, which would make it impossible for anybody to come up through here at night or even during the day or morning without being heard first, because they'd have to step on all these. They would have to step on all these branches and dried leaves. Now, a lot of these leaves that are right here have already been trampled on, so they don't make a lot of noise when you step on them because they've already been walked on by me. But all those leaves over there had never been walked on. In other words, let me just walk over here and show you something really fast. Let me walk on some leaves that are never walked on, so you can hear the difference that they make in reference to when. Listen to how these leaves sound when you walk on them. Okay, you hear that? Okay, now I'm going to walk over here, and I'm going to show you how it's very hard for the same type of leaves to be heard, because they've already been walked on 1,000,000 times by me. But the ones over here haven't been, because I don't walk in this area at all. So they're just like the leaves over there. So basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to expose to you my security measures. If they were ever to try and come down up in here and try to enter my hiking area for any purposes, okay, I'd be able to hear the branches break and the trees and the leaves being crunched. Okay. Now, so this is what it looks like without the other things that I have set up. Okay. I also set this up. Now let me just put this piece back right here really fast that I just took down. And then, as you can see, it gets latched by this one. Okay, that's how it's latched. And you hear the bums? Okay. So, what I do then in order to get in here is I set this up to where I can walk in. Ouch. I mean, listen to the sound I make just start trying to walk in. Okay. Now, what I do after that is that so you gotta remember, once it gets dark out, once it gets fucking dark out, okay, once it gets dark out, they're not gonna be able to clearly be able to see how to move these things in order to not make noise. You understand what I'm saying? Now, this right here that you're looking at is not the only thing that gets put up. This is another one that is extended over. Okay? What I do when I come home is I put all these additional branches, okay, and I lay them on top of the pieces that are already up. Okay, let me just give you an example here. Let me get my glove back on. For instance, see this white one here? This white one will get laid over here onto this one. Okay? Now, if they try to walk up in here after dark and they don't realize how this is put up, all they have to do is hit a couple little branches briefly, and this will fall down. It will fall onto the other ones. I'll hear it while I'm in my tent. The whole goal for me, they might even try and attempt to come back up through here from this way, but most of those leaves down there have not been trampled on. The reason why I'm making this video is to be able to illustrate to you the fact that these things have been tied up by me. Now remember, once I turn this video off, I'll be looking for some additional longer branches, because they get laid on what's already up. Okay? And then, like when I lay this one up here, I will then put a couple different ones across from this one on top of it and underneath it, and then position those to rest on ones that are already up. So that means if I put a pole, okay, on this one here, and then have it lay on this one, and then the end of the pole rests underneath this right here, when any of these poles are moved, that will cause a chain reaction like a domino and cause other poles to drop. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, why am I making this video? Not just to show you that these security, trust me, there's a lot more that is put up on this before I go to bed at night. Okay? Now, so the main reason is to show you that it's here. But the second main reason, which is just as equally as important, is to prove to you the type of harassment that I endure at this hiking area. What do I mean by that? They'll wait until I leave from here and then come down here with a pair of scissors and cut everything that I tied up. Okay? Now I'm going to walk over here and I'm going to show you something really fast. 2 days ago I just put this brand new tent up. Before I put this one up, I had to take the one that was up down. The one that was already up that I used for 15 months was the same exact model and make that's up right now. When that tent was up, the same weatherization sheets were on top of it, the black ones you're looking at right now. Do you see this cut? Okay? Now this cut also had a small little cut that you can even see in the tarp that's underneath the black weatherization sheets, because I was tying twine to the tent pole that's underneath it right here. Okay? I tied twine to the tent pole, and extended it through the weatherization sheet from the turret so the twine would stretch all the way out here to this branch in order to keep the tent pole in a more upright, structured fashion. That's right. That's right. Because sometimes when I put my duffel bag in my tent, I'll kind of push it accidentally too far inside the tent, which is obstructing the tent pole from being in its proper position. And if you do that enough with other items as well, it can affect how well the zipper of the tent is being zipped up. So I did that on 8 different occasions, and every single morning I did it in reference to getting actual twine out, brand new twine, tying it to the tent pole there, and then bringing it, the twine, all the way to this branch right here, tying it up. I'd leave for the day to go take care of business, come home, and they'd come down here and cut it while I was gone. That's right. Because in organized stalking and gang stalking, that's their way to leave calling cards, okay, to frustrate you. They'll do anything and everything to aggravate the shit out of you. Literally. Intentionally. It's intentionally done. I'm a little out of breath right now because for the last 3-4 days I've been making so many videos that I'm just tired of talking. But this shit's got to get done. Now, excuse my language. Now the idiots, the filthy bums, if you've seen these guys that they set up 100 feet away, I guarantee any person that has a healthy civic civil mind would want to kick their ass if you know what they do from a distance. They're just neighborhood bums and punks, and God only knows what they're being paid off with. Now, let me prove to you right now that I'm a target of gang stalking. And one of the individuals, you're about ready to hear just a brief section of an audio file of an event. It's a section of an audio file of an event that took place on Thanksgiving Day. I was on the sidewalk, riding my bike, minding my own business, and then 2 bums appeared on the sidewalk, and I almost ran into them. Okay. Now, when they turned around they came out of an apartment complex. They were in the parking lot, which meant that I was not able to see them until they walked out of the parking lot onto the driveway, onto the sidewalk, which took them 1 second to do that once they walked out of the parking lot. And they did it right as I was approaching the driveway, intentionally. And then when they walked out of the driveway to get onto the sidewalk, one of them went like this. Okay? And that was done to anchor an association in my mind that this person's fucking with me. Excuse my language. So, at the time that I was riding my bike, because I wear a running recording tape recorder on me most of the time. Okay? So, as I was riding my bike and they came along my path, they started calling me asshole, giving me the finger. Now, you can't, a running tape recorder that's recording cannot catch somebody giving you the finger because it's a tape recorder, it's not a video camera. So anyways, I want you to listen to this section of the event. Okay, of me being on my bike and running into these 2 assholes. One of them has harassed me on anywhere between 8 and 11 separate occasions. As they're harassing me, do you hear them say gang stalk, gang stalking, and gang of stalking? I'm going to F you up. And if this don't prove to you that I'm not a victim of this crime, I don't know what would. Oh, wait a minute. Shit, this is oh, crap. Hang on a second. Alright, hold on a second. Just bear with me for a second. I gotta grab something. Alright, just 1 second. Hold on. Now, the little freaks that they set up 100 feet away, basically what they're trying to do is be verbally abusive in order to form a distance mental relationship with you. And they do that by making sure that you know that they're there intentionally to harass you because of gang stalking, because they yell gang stalking too. That's right. Hold on. And I could care less about what they're doing. I'm only exposing what they're doing. I don't give a shit about what they're doing. They're just neighborhood lowlifes. I mean, come on. You can't let neighborhood lowlifes run space in your head. But that's the reason, and they constantly repeat it because they want to make sure that it's basically what they're doing is trying to create a verbally abusive, hostile environment for you to live in from a distance as a result of how they not only do it and say it loud enough from their area, but they also cleared out a ledge from their area so they can walk on it, and when they get to the end of it, they're right on the opposite side of these black weatherization sheets that I had to put up because of them. Now, this is the section of the audio file from the tape recorder. I transferred it from my tape recorder to the phone. And here it is right here. Now you be the judge. Do you hear these 2 little skanky bums? One of them, the reason why I'm calling them, hey, you're going to hear me say, hey, it's the criminal bums. is because one of them has been used to harass me on anywhere between 8 and 11 separate occasions in the past. Is this individual that I'm talking about directly connected to a specific place? I've already made other videos concerning it, so I'm not going to expand on that statement any longer. Alright, now, you're listening from what you're going to be listening for is individuals saying gang stalk together, then the one says gang stalking, then that same one says gang of stalking. I'm going to F you up. Alright, so let me position the phone onto the video camera and then I'll press play. This occurred on Thanksgiving Day, and Thanksgiving Day 2013, and Thanksgiving Day 2013 was not even 2 months ago. Just listen. Now, anybody with 2 brain cells would be able to deliberate that this was a staged event, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. Every single one of my YouTube videos are titled Learning Disabled Woman Being Gang Stalked in San Diego. That's right. And you actually got to go to, you actually got to sit back and listen to multiple videos in order to find at least one that's going to tell you that individuals are getting around me along all my routes and saying gang stalk. In other words, these guys should have no reason to know whatsoever that I'm being gang stalked. No reason whatsoever. And then to say it in the way they said it while they're magically appearing along my route. Okay? I'm watching a bird right now. So, when you understand the factual reality, go to YouTube right now and type in the following way. Hold on. There's a lot of traffic by this road. I'm about 125-50 feet off a road down a hill. Just listen, okay? Go to YouTube right now and type in gang stalking space direct conversation. And you're going to see at least 3 entire pages of all my videos exposing the direct conversation method. And you're going to hear me talking probably on each one concerning not only what direct conversation method is, but in a huge amount of them you're going to literally see me exposing the fact before Thanksgiving Day that people were getting along all my routes and saying gang stalk around me everywhere I go non-stop. So think about this. I already had hundreds of videos online stating that individuals are getting around me everywhere I go and saying gang stalk and gang stalking and gang stalker and oh my god, we're crazy, back to back, non-stop. They were being published throughout the entire year of 2013, and then this event occurs on Thanksgiving Day, which is November of 2013. It brings alive the factual reality that what I was already publishing all throughout the year of 2013 was the truth. And there's no way that these 2 little criminal whores should know that I'm being gang stalked, because I've never had one personal conversation with them at all on any occasion except for to call them criminal bums and to leave me the hell alone. That's right. That's right, baby case. So when you think about it, the guy is saying get a light. He's talking about a light being put on my bike. He was trying to use that as an excuse of why he was harassing me, just in case anybody else was in the environment. Hang on. Anyways, basically what they were trying to do was to try to make it appear, in case anybody was observing what was going on, that they were yelling at me because I don't have a light on my bike. And then they had the audacity, when I call them criminal bums, to say be nice. Now think about this. Why would somebody who's getting along your route and intentionally repeating gang stalk, gang stalking, and gang of stalking, I'm going to F you up, when you're already a gang stalking target, okay? while they're acting like they're just stumbling across your path. Do you understand what I'm saying? That would be like me going to a Walmart and a totally complete stranger walking up to me and saying gang stalk, gang stalker, and gang stalking, and that individual could be living in Coronado and I live in La Jolla. So how does he know that I'm a gang stalking target to get around me and utilize the method that I've already been exposing all year long? Okay, along all my other routes. Do you see what I'm saying? It was intentional because there's no way these two individuals should know I'm being gang stalked at all, especially to get around me and repeat it in the way they did. And then that's not the only thing. About a second ago, I took a video picture and showed you some individuals riding by on their bike. Throughout the entire year of 2013, I was taking video pictures of stating that individuals are riding their bikes on the sidewalk and saying, gang stalk, why don't you come and steal their stuff? That's a threat. I made hundreds of videos about it because I was making a video every day, and there's 365 days in 1 year. Do you see what I'm saying? Every day I was making a video about things that had happened here at this hiking area, showing a video picture of my tent just in case they try to damage or steal it, or any of my other property that's close by. And as I was making those videos every day throughout the entire year of 2013, I was also including in the same videos the factual reality that they were putting people up on the sidewalk to go by as they ride their bikes or jog by or walk by and say, gang stalker, why don't you come and steal our stuff? Now, I was doing that throughout the entire year of 2013, practically every single day, and then publishing the videos either that day or the next day, or at the very most 2 days later. Throughout the entire year of 2013, before this Thanksgiving event occurred. And what are you hearing on this audio file pertaining to the Thanksgiving event? Them saying gang stalker, they say gang stalk, then they go gang stalking, then they go gang a stalking, I'm going to F you up. That's a threat while they're saying gang stalking. Do you see what I'm saying? And it occurred on a sidewalk. Not this sidewalk, but it occurred on a sidewalk. So think about this. I got at least 200 videos that were already published online before this event stating that individuals are being put up on the sidewalk to say gang stalker as they go by, and then periodically when they done that, they would say, why don't you come and steal our stuff? That's a threat. Then these guys magically appear along my path on Thanksgiving Day and say, gang stalk, gang stalking, gang is stalking, I'm going to F you up. That's a threat. And same exact identical method, just using two different types of threats. So that shows that all those videos that I was publishing online are the truth. That's right, baby cakes. And I have undisputable evidence showing that this event occurred on Thanksgiving Day because the tape recorder reflects the time and date in reference to when the tape recorder was running, when the event had transpired, the date and time was running on their tape recorder. So it reflects November 28, 2013 at a specific time. That's right, baby cakes. So all you gotta do then, baby cakes, is ask yourself one simple question. Why won't the San Diego police make a police report that I'm being gang stalked? Could they be involved in it? Well, let's review this. All you gotta do, well, I'm gonna continue to talk for a minute while I'm taking this break. All you gotta do right now is, see, I live in La Jolla. I've been living at this location for 15 full months. That means I've been living here since October 2012, because right now it's January 23rd, 2014. Are you with me? Hang on a second, let me grab a cigarette. Oh! Alright, so check this out. So, on July 24th, 2013, I left this area. And, well, before I was at this, because I've been here every day, except for 9 days. And 7 of those 9 days is when I went to Yucca Valley for a week. And in the other 2 days was when I moved temporarily from this area to try and escape their bullshit harassment to another place. And then you wouldn't believe what happened there within 30 minutes of me going there. Alright, so let me tell you what happened. July 24th, 2013, I was at this area, and I made a video prediction before I left for the day. Let me light this cigarette. You're going to laugh about this one. I made a video prediction before I left this area. I don't know why I'm starting to laugh, I just am. I made a video prediction right at this area before I left on July 24th, 2013. And I stated in that video prediction, oh, let me just backtrack. When I was making the video prediction, I showed a picture of my cell phone which showed the date and time, just like I did on this video. And I also used the voice, I probably used the voice command feature, I'm not sure. Anyways, so I made a video prediction at this location in La Jolla. And I said, let's see if anybody on this date says gang stalker around me, even just once. I said, I'm on my way to the I said, I'm on my way to the San Diego Police Department headquarters, which is in downtown San Diego, over 25 miles away from this area, at least. I said, let's see if anybody says gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalk, oh my god, weird, crazy, in that way, along any of my routes, going to the San Diego Police Department headquarters, and then at it. And then I take multiple buses to get there. Okay, and then when I get there, it's caught on audio, and on my way to there, it's caught on audio file, and then once I get inside the San Diego Police Department headquarters, it's caught on numerous audio files being set around me in that way. Hold on a second. Being said in that way inside the San Diego Police Department headquarters. Okay, just like on Thanksgiving Day, I made a video prediction on that day. That before I left this area to go about my business for the day, because I went to grocery store and then I went to go see a movie. I made a video prediction on that day, which I showed my picture of my cell phone as well. I then left this area to go do a little bit of shopping, go see a movie. I then left that where I went shopping and went and saw a movie at. Hang on. I made a video prediction here on Thanksgiving morning before I left here to go about my business. I said, let's see if anybody is caught saying gang stalker along my routes today. And I said, if it is said around me, it'll be caught on the tape recorder that I wear on a daily basis. Check this out, a duck.
Hi, baby. It's a duck. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. You hungry? Oh, it's a duck. Hi, baby. You okay?
I'm gonna get a piece of bread for him. So anyways, I made a video prediction just like I do every morning, okay? And let me throw this piece of bread for this duck. Look at him, isn't he cute? It's a duck. He doesn't look too good. Anyways, alright, so I made a video prediction at this place. On both dates, I make a video prediction every morning, stating that, let's see if gang stalk is set around any of my routes. On both of those dates, at this location in La Jolla, California. I then leave here, take multiple buses to get to where I'm going for each of those 2 dates. And it's caught. So maybe now you know why the San Diego police won't make a police report. Alright, I gotta go. So we're gonna see when I leave here on any date, if they come down in here and use scissors to snip and undo all these branches that are tied up for security purposes. And if they do, I'll take a video picture of it. And I have never done anything to lie about anything. I want you to know that. It's the honest to God's truth, because it's my intention to expose truth, and that's exactly what I do. Alright, thank you for listening, and have a nice day, and let me show you the duck again real fast. This bag isn't usually here. I'm doing work today.
Hi, baby. Are you okay?
What are you... Ow. You must see something. I just ran into a cobweb.
Hey, baby.
He's watching something. He's hungry. See him?
Hi, baby. You okay?
He's watching something. I don't know if it's a squirrel or a mouse or what, but he's watching it for sure. Now, again, if you were to look, like, see where these black weatherization sheets are? Okay? If you were to stand on the side, right in the middle where the black weatherization sheets are, right over where that dead tree is falling. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a dead tree falling right there. They stand on the ledge right there at night and say, gang stalk, suck my you-know-what, and then they laugh. And they do it non-stop. I can't even join my radio show. because of these little filthy animals they're using. And it appears that most of them are alcoholics because I see them along my routes drinking beer right on the street. They're just nothing but filthy bums. Don't give a shit about how they're living their lives. And I'm not trying to discourage anybody who might be an alcoholic, because my dad had drinking problems, so I know all about that. But I'm talking about, look, if you have a drinking problem, that's one thing, but to be harassing people intentionally is another. So I'm just trying to portray to you, these people don't give a shit about what they do, how they live their lives, or nothing. They don't care. And check out this duck. Look at this baby duck. Look at him. Isn't he cute? Look at him. Hi, baby. He's hunting. He's just waiting. And all my neighborhood birds that I feed every day, I've got their attention. So they're coming down to check out the situation. I don't know what ducks eat. I don't know if they eat other birds or rodents or what. Let's check out the situation. Let's see if anything happens. I love watching nature. And just to let you know, I don't do anything illegal. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I smoke cigarettes, and I'm cutting down on those. This is like the third cigarette I've had today, and it's already 1 o'clock. 1 p.m. So, look at him. Let's see if he comes closer. He's definitely hunting. He's skinny as hell. I think he found the bread. It's okay, baby. It's okay. Yeah, he sees the bread. Let's see if he goes to get it. Come on, baby. It's okay. It's okay, honey. He looks a little beat up. It's okay, baby. Isn't he cute? I love animals. There he goes. Look at him. Look how pretty he is. When I'm sleeping here at night, guess what I hear? 2 owls. That's right. I had to chase the raccoons off because they can be vicious. And I don't feed any rats or anything, so they don't even come by anymore. Okay. I gotta admit, though, I will be honest with you. I feed this little mouse. He's this big. I think he's an orphan, so I feed him, but once he starts getting bigger, I'll be shooing him away. But every morning when I wake up, one morning I woke up, and again, these bags aren't here. They're only out because I'm getting things out in order to categorize property to move. It's the 4th hiking area I've been gang stalked to. The 4th. The 4th. Okay? So, sometimes when I wake up in the morning, let me just share a little bit of personal stuff with you. When I wake up in the morning, I'll be sitting inside my tent. You see this bowl? It's got bread. It's bread that's put on the reduced price shelf at the grocery store. And what I'll do is I'll tear one piece of bread into 4 parts for the squirrels, and then I'll make bread crumbs, and I'll feed the squirrels at one spot, okay, and then I'll throw the breadcrumbs at another spot for the small birds, okay. One morning I'm sitting inside my tent. It's usually not looking like this because I'm going through things in order to move. Okay, but all my property is clean. This is a brand new tent. It's been up 2 days. Anyways, so I'm sitting inside my tent right here, okay? And I experience this practically every morning. I'll be sitting here smoking my morning cigarette, waking up, hearing the idiots harass me, and I'll look over my shoulder after I throw the bread out, and guess what I see while I'm waking up in this beautiful area? About 5 or 6 birds, a bunny, and 3 squirrels, all eating together in harmony. Isn't that beautiful? That's the beautifulness I wake up to every morning. A couple bunnies, 3 squirrels, and birds, just sitting here. I've even had lunch with them. I'll be eating while they're eating. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, and the duck's drinking some water. Look at him. See him down there? He's drinking some water. He must be looking for fish. Maybe he's looking for fish. He's a skinny bird. hope he's okay. I really love animals. I really do. They're precious. Now, as far as these little whores that they set up about 100 feet away, you know what they do? They intentionally make their dog yelp. That's right. That's another thing. Now, you can go to Google and type in organized stalking or gang stalking and dogs barking. They'll intentionally make their dog yelp or bark. One time, the dog was, it sounded like the dog was in pain. They made it yelp for over 35 minutes in a row. Okay, that might have been done to make me nervous about being caught hiking here as a result of the noise being heard by neighbors. Because when you think about it, what is one thing that will get neighbors' attention? Hearing a dog in pain. And if you honestly don't think that gang stalking will not hurt pets, go to Google right now and type in organized stalking or gang stalking and how they kill the pets of targets. They killed my cat Higgins that I had for 16 years. They entered my apartment, poisoned her. She died in my arms. Her name was Higgins. Anyways, just go to Google and Google it and you'll see I'm telling you the truth. So if they'll kill a pet, do you honestly think that they will not make a dog bark? Okay? Now, I mentioned that they get individuals to get up on the sidewalk and will say, gang stalker, why don't you come and steal her stuff? But they've also gotten up on the sidewalk, and the video is already published so you can see I'm telling you the truth. They also have gotten up on the sidewalk and will say, gang stalker, why don't you call the cops on her? Both of those are threats to produce fear. Okay? Just like they got up on a sidewalk on Thanksgiving and said, gang stalking, I'm going to F you up. That's done to produce fear and to make sure that the fear is known that it's associated to gang stalking. So if they get individuals to go by on the sidewalk and say, gang stalker, why don't you call the cops on her? And then these freaks who yell gang stalker, that means the same manager is hosting the harassment, which means they use the same methods. Do you see what I'm saying? So, would they do things to entice fear? If they get the dog to bark, the neighbors up off the hill or yelp, they'll get the neighbors, you know, is that being done to make me think that the neighbors will hear it and possibly the cops will be called? Because anybody that's got any type of healthy mind would want to find out why a dog is yelping. Do you understand what I'm saying? Especially for 35 minutes in a row. In a row. I almost went over there. Alright, just see if maybe the dog was left and tied up on a leash and got trapped up into his leash. And then right before I went to go put my shoes on to go over there, I started hearing him talk, and then the dog stopped yelping. Okay, so let me just show you this duck again, and then I gotta go. See him? I don't know how wide you can see him. Look at him. He don't want to get into the water. I don't know if he's injured or what, but he's being very careful about how he walks. He might be trying not to, if there's any type of frogs or anything he's trying to get a hold of, he might be trying not to disturb the water, so to frighten them. He's getting down into it now. Hi, baby. I wish I knew what kind of sound ducks make. I think that's a duck. It might be a pelican or a seagull. I don't know. I think it's a duck, though. I don't think seagulls have long necks like that. Ain't he pretty? Look at him. Little baby. Aww. Look at those feet. You probably can't see them. They're long feet. They look green, too. He don't have web feet like ducks do. It appears he's got three fingers on him, so I can't tell what kind of bird that is. Alright, I gotta go. I gotta get back to doing what I'm doing, because it gets dark now at 5 o'clock in San Diego. Okay, now I showed you a video picture of my cell phone in this video. Let's see if any event happens at this hiking location. This hiking location has got a number attached to it. There he goes. This hiking location's got a number attached to it. It's also got a code word attached to it. The code word being, let me just give you the number that's attached to it, 201815142613-247-239. If any event happens at this hiking area, including anybody coming down here on any date, because once I categorize the property, I'm going to take with me to another hiking location to drop it off. that means I'll be gone from this one to do it. If I come back and this tent is damaged in any way, or missing, or stolen, or if a trespass notice is put on it, or if the tent is gone and a trespass notice is left, go to Google and type in organized stalking or gang stalking property owners. Just do it. Alright, I literally got to stop talking right now. Thank you for listening, and have a nice day. Basically what I was saying is that if all that occurs, if any or all that occurs, it'll show that I predicted it before it happened, which more than likely will show that it was intentional. Alright, thank you for listening, and have a nice day.